tired and wonder why you can seem to never get enough sleep? High schools should have a later start time so that teens get the right amount of sleep that they need. There has been a great amount of research. So why should schools start later? Teens should get an average of 8.5 to 9.5 hours of sleep. The Wall Street Journal states that 87% of teens don't get the recommended amount of sleep that they need. I'm sure some of you can agree with that. StartSchoolLater.net says that 42.5% of schools start before 8 a.m. Not getting enough sleep leaves students falling asleep in class. When teens don't get enough sleep, it puts them at a higher risk for being more violent, a higher risk for obesity, migraines, smoking, drinking, and depression. One major reason why it's so hard for teens to get up early is because of their sleep-wake cycle, which is like your body clock. It changes during puberty. So when you go through puberty, your sleep-wake clock changes. Your body clock is controlled by your brain, and it controls your melatonin levels, which is really important when it comes to sleep. Dr. Owen states that because of the body clock controls your sleep-wake cycle, it's hard for teens to fall asleep before 11 p.m. StartSchoolLater.net says that because of the shift in your sleep-wake cycle, teens get their best sleep during 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. It's hard to adjust their sleep-wake cycle. It's almost like if you were jet lagged. Your sleep-wake cycle has been disruptive. It's hard to adapt to a new sleep schedule. Delaware Online asks why we continue to keep waking up teens during their sleep schedule then. Now that you know a little bit about why teens never want to get up, is there a solution to this problem? 42.5% of schools start before 8 a.m., and according to StartSchool.net, 33% of them have admitted to falling asleep in class. So what change can be made to help teens sleep more at home and focus more at school? It's a simple answer, really. Start school later. Even if school starts 15 minutes, that's 15 more minutes that students can sleep. A study has shown that 15 minutes or more that school starts later can reduce the number of teen-related car crashes by 70%. When teens do get the amount of sleep that they need, it's been very beneficial. Which brings me to my final point. When schools have pushed back the start time, they saw greater attendance, less falling asleep in class, less violence, and higher test scores. Deciding to start school helps teens get the right amount of sleep. It can also keep their sugar levels stay normal and can help prevent obesity and diabetes. For teens getting enough sleep, it can help them make their lives happier and healthier, and make it a little bit more stress-free. In closing, what have you all learned? Starting school later has many benefits. It can help teens be more focused in the classroom and get higher test scores instead of falling asleep in class. Starting later can help students' health by reducing the risk of obesity, diabetes, depression, of them being violent, and less car crashes. When teens go through puberty, their wake-sleep cycle changes, and so should their school schedules. So how are you going to get involved with this? If you are interested in getting in on all of the action, you can go to StartSchoolLater.net and sign up for a newsletter or even sign the national petition. So, are you up for the challenge?